Hello guys. Good evening everyone. So yeah, a lot of you realize I need 500 more subscribers. Please ask all your junior come to subscribe my channel. Yeah, shout out for my own channel. Alright, so yeah, this Penang paper I would say is it's quite hard. It's for SPM student. I think quite many questions they are like refer from the IGCSE paper because I teach both side, right? IGCSE and SPM. So yeah, some question I see before, so therefore I know, especially the triangle questions, the permutation one. Yeah, definitely is from IGCSE. But anyways, I think it's good for SPM student to actually see more type of the questions here. So alright, so let's begin to discuss this paper. Is there anything you want to ask me before I start the paper? I recommend your channel to my friends. Yes, please. Ask all of them come to subscribe. Do one watch also never mind, come to subscribe. Alright, so okay, let's begin. Not really all 35 questions are hard, but definitely some questions is quite tough for SPM student. Okay, okay, question number 1 first. This one depend you want to do simultaneous to find P, find Q, or like what I do, I always like straight away find without needed to find out what is exactly P and Q, but I will just find out what is my sum of root and then use my sum of root answer to find the new sum of root. This is what I always do. But if you want to do PQ, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Alright, so from here, since both of these half P plus half Q are the root of the equation, then we know the sum of root basically is negative B over A. So sum of root basically means both of these root sum together, isn't it? My B is negative 3 minus negative 3 become positive 3 over A. A is 2. So what I will do is I will factorize out the 1 over 2. I got P plus Q equals to 3 over 2. Then P plus Q, I multiply 2 for both sides. P over Q equals to 3. I mean P plus Q equals to 3. Then I will do my product of root as well. So my product of root is C over A, isn't it? So product of root basically means both of these root multiply. I mean half P multiply half Q. So C will be 1, A will be 2. So this one will be 1 over 4 PQ equals to 1 over 2. Then from here, I should be able to get PQ multiply 4, right? So equals to 2. Okay, then what I want to do is, this question asks us to actually, this question asks us like, they ask us to form the quadratic equation for 2 over P squared and 2 over Q squared. So right now I have my new sum of root. Alright, so my new sum of root over here is 2 over P squared plus 2 over Q squared. So if in order to plus them, they must have the same denominator, right? So I need to multiply Q squared here, multiply Q squared here, multiply P squared here, multiply P squared here. Then I have P squared, Q squared as my denominator. Top I factorize out the 2. I have Q squared plus P squared, so I can say P squared plus Q squared. But now I have a little bit problem here, which is I don't have P squared plus Q squared. So what I will do is I will choose from this one, but I square both sides. Do you see that? I square both sides. Then I have P squared plus 2PQ plus Q squared equals to 9. Then P squared plus Q squared equals to 9 minus 2PQ. I know my PQ equals to 2, isn't it? So 9 minus 2 times 2, 4 equals to 5. So this one is 2 times 5 is 10. This P squared Q squared equals to PQ squared, isn't it? Which is 2 squared, 4. So it will be 5 over 2. Then I will need to find my new product of root here. So basically it's 2 over P squared multiply 2 over Q squared. So this is 4 over PQ square. So which is 4 over 4. So which is 1, because PQ equals to 2, right? So you will get 1. Then I can form the equation easily by sub in my equation formula. So x squared minus sum of root x plus product of root equals to 0. Okay, this is the formula. So sum of root basically is 5 over 2 minus 5 over 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Multiply 2 for the whole equation. Then I got the final answer. Oops. Then I got the final answer, which is 2x squared minus 5x plus 2. Am I put my title as paper 1 and paper 2? I didn't realize that. Okay, yeah, I realized that now. Let me change it to paper 1. Sorry for the typing error. 2 is just beside the 1. So this is the reason why, yeah, accidentally type wrong. Yeah, you are right. The paper 2 we'll discuss on next week. So you just choose. Basically, you need to learn from both paper, no matter paper 1 and paper 2. Where to get the soft copy? You just go to my channel and then look for community tab. I actually share the link on how to download this paper at the community tab over there. Yeah, you can go there and download, or you just go to search State Paper 2020 and then you look for Penang paper. Right, so yep, that's all for question number 1. So yeah, I know some of you might actually like do the substitution, like sub P into the Q. Yeah, you can do the substitution here. Yeah, then you will find out P, and then you will find out the value of Q, and then only you do the new sum of root and new product of root also can. Both method is fine here. Right, so yeah, about method on study MF effectively, we discuss after this. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, 3 mark questions. Ahmad actually took about 4 minutes 20 seconds to complete the first kilometer run. He could not sustain his stamina, so his speed decreased uniformly for each subsequent kilometer. So he took more than 20 seconds compared to the time previous kilometer. Find the time taken to complete the first 10 kilometer. So what we want to do right now is we know this one is kind of the progression, and it's arithmetic progression because time is keep on increase 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. So what we want to do right now is I want to change the first kilometer into the second. It's easier for me. So 4 minutes times 60 seconds, so it's about 240 seconds. So I plus another 20 seconds. So this one will be my A value, 260 seconds. Okay, so this is the first kilometer, isn't it? So my second kilometer, I don't have a good stamina, so it's actually delay, right? So add 20, so 280. The next one is add 20, 300, add 20, 320, and so on. Right, so right now at least I know my A is 260, my common difference is 20. Alright, so right now I want to find the first 10 kilometer. I just need to find S10. Since this one will be AP, I use the AP formula, which is n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d for Sn. Okay, so it will be 10 over 2. 2a will be 2a plus n minus 1. My n is 10, right? 10 minus 1 will be 9. D is 20. So this is 5. Inside will be 520, 700. So total is 3500 seconds. Alright, depend you want to change back to the minutes or not. If not, then you can just leave your answer in second. Alright, so you can zoom in a bit. Yeah, I can zoom in a little bit, but when I zoom in already, I have less space for me to actually write it. But yeah, but it's okay. Yeah, if you are using the small smartphone, it should be quite hard for you. Alright, so Yeah, I recommend either use tablet or using your computer which have the largest screen, because yeah, I kind of need to display the calculator at the same time, need to display the paper as well, so I have so limited space here. Alright, so let's move on. This one is quite easy, right? Alright, then right now we have three terms of the GP, geometric progression. So can convert minute and second, right? No problem. If you want to convert, right, 3600 divided by 60. Then I have about 58 minutes. Then I minus 58 times 60. Yeah, 58 minutes, 20 seconds. If you want to convert 3500 into the minute and second, this is what you can do. Alright, so let's move on to this one. Since we have three terms, so find the first term and common ratio. So for this kind of 2-mark question, right, first idea you must have is use the common ratio, because common ratio is the only one you can join three terms together into one equation. When you have one equation, you can kind of solve it to find out your first term and so on. So therefore, I know T2 over T1 equals to T3 over T2. This is for common ratio, isn't it? So therefore, 6 over P plus 1 over 3 will equals to 3Q over 6. So yeah, the 3 can multiply the top, isn't it? So I get 18 over P plus 1 equals to 3Q over 6. Then it doesn't seem very helpful here. I will leave the equation like this first because I P and Q here. Okay, so right now at least I know my T2 is equal to 6. This is the only term without any P and Q, alright? So this is AR equals to 6. Okay, my A equals to 6 over R. It doesn't help as... Oh yeah, I have my A, isn't it? My A is P plus 1 over 3 equals to 6 over R. Then I get back the same equation, isn't it? Just 2 mark, find the first term and in terms of Q. So I kind of need to make Q as a subject and make P as a subject, isn't it? Find the first term, Yeah, because can in terms of Q, right? No. Let's continue. Yeah, 18 times 6. I make P as a subject. I will make P as a subject. So this one will be P plus 1. This one will be 108 over 3Q. So divided by 3, 36. So P plus 1 equals to 36 over Q. P equals to 36 over Q minus 1. Since my first term is P plus 1 over 3, isn't it? So I just sub in my P here, which is 36 over Q plus minus 1 plus 1 over 3. So my A is first term, minus 1 plus 1 gone. So this one is 12 over Q. Then I want to find my R, which is common ratio. So it will be 3Q divided by 6. So my R is Q over Q. Yeah. Is both of these one correct? Is the echo is very terrible here? I don't know. Sometime I should have some problem. Maybe it's too loud, is it? Is my sound okay now? Or still very robot? Yeah, sometimes I'm not sure about what happened here. Okay. Oh, I know. My testing, my testing, my testing, my testing, my testing, my testing. Is my sound better now or still like very terrible? Your audio driver might be corrupt. Let's update and troubleshoot. Okay, most likely I want to solve this issue, I need to restart my computer. You guys sure you guys can continue? Or you want me to restart my computer? Alright, then I just continue because I couldn't hear the robot sound. Yeah, maybe... Can I watch my own live streaming? My checking, my checking. My checking, my checking. My checking, my checking. Yeah, I heard my own sound already. Alright, then we just continue. If cannot, then you just let me know. I think yeah, my audio driver got some problem. So the answer is 12 over Q, is it? Or third term minus divide by... Yeah, the A is 12 over Q, what? R is Q over 2. So we have two different answers, what? So why cannot straight away get a common ratio first? Yeah, you can straight away get a common ratio first because just now I didn't realize they want us in terms of Q. So this is the reason why I using the longer methods here. Okay, so but normally I will just announce like one day before what paper I want to discuss. Maybe I will make out a schedule like what paper we'll discuss next. But until your SPM exam, I think we only left like few more weeks only, right? Because your SPM exam I think is third week of February, isn't it? So yeah, we kind of like only have two more classes or three more. But MF is on March, so we still have some time. But you will start exam on your other paper first. Can you check? Yeah, yeah. Alright, so yeah, if I have time, I can do more stream for you guys. Alright, so okay, next question number 4 here. The straight line y equals to -5 is a tangent to the curve. So yeah, we kind of need to find equation of the curve, right? So first thing is we want to find this one. So we know this one basically is integrate. I mean first derivative is integrate second derivative dx, isn't it? So therefore I will integrate 6 dx. So I will get 6x plus c. So this is the reason why they give us this information to help us to find the c, which is h prime x equals to 8, x equals to 1, c equals to 2. Alright, then I will sub into here. So h prime x equals to 6x plus 2. So in order to get the equation of the curve, we need to get hx, we need to integrate h prime x dx. So therefore, I will integrate 6x plus 2 dx. So I will get about 6x squared over 2 plus 2x plus d. Alright, so important that you use the letter d here because you already use c at the first place. We used to use c, isn't it? Alright, so then, yeah, in order to find, I know 6 over 2 is 3, isn't it? In order to find d, we need some coordinate here. Alright, this is the difficult part. Alright, so what we understand is because the tangent point at the minimum here, and at the same time we know, even though you do not know this is minimum, at least you know y equals to -5. The gradient is basically 0. So therefore gradient 0 means what? It means dy dx will get 0. Alright, so therefore what we want to do right now is, yeah, we have this equation, isn't it? We make it 0. 6x plus 2 equals 0. X equals to -2/6. X equals to -1/3. Then at least I know some coordinate here, -1/3 and -5. So my hx will be -5 and my x will be -1/3 plus 2 -1/3 plus d. Alright, so yeah, we kind of want to solve this one. This one is 1/9, so I get 1/3 minus 2/3 plus d equals to -5. So d should be -14/3. Alright, so then I can get my final equation. Therefore, my hx is 3x squared plus 2x minus 14/3. Done. Oh yeah, is that a faster way? Yeah, because I see some of you actually discussing about this one. Yeah, actually no need to do this one also, never mind, right? Yeah, because it's only 2 mark. It's not mistaken, you can straight away find. But how are you going to find A like really fast? Yeah, I see some discussion going on here. Second term is 6. Common ratio will be. Second term is 6. The common ratio will be q/2. Oh, so yeah, so you can find the first term by multiply it, isn't it? Yeah, basically using the 6 divided by, yeah, correct. This is very smart. Yeah, some students share over there. So in order to find the first term, right, we can use the third term divided by the. Okay, use the second term divided by r, right? Yeah. Second term is AR, right? We divided by R. So therefore you can use the 6 over Q/2. So you straight away get 12 over Q. Yeah, without needed to find so many of it. Yeah, I never thought of that. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, that's why I'm wondering how come 2 mark need to do so many. Alright, so yeah, this is another 2 mark question. Yeah, if you see, if you watch some of my video, I actually discussed some similar question before. Basically this is when x go to infinity, your idea is you want to get something like a over x or something like a over x squared. Because what? Let's say a is 5 divided by infinity, x is infinity, right? Any number divided by infinity will get 0. But if any number multiplied by infinity, we will get infinity. So this is the reason why we do not want our answer at infinity. So our objective is we want to make sure it's divided by infinity. So therefore, the easiest idea is we multiply 1 over x squared for both numerator and denominator. Alright, so what we want to do right now is, yeah, we will become 2 multiply 1 over x squared, we get 2. This one is 3 over x squared over, this is 1 minus, this is 5 over x minus 1 over x squared. Alright, then we know when x is infinity, right, whatever over x or x squared will become 0. So this one becomes 0, this one becomes 0, this one becomes 0. So the answer will be 2. Okay, so yeah, this is how we do this kind of question. So we want to make sure any number divided by infinity, we will get a number very, very close to 0. So we just assume it's 0 in mathematics. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, this question, Yeah, this is how the 2-mark question works. Alright, so we'll do the dy dx first. So the dy dx is basically ax plus 3, very easy. X is 2, so it'll be 16 plus 3, so it'll be 19. Alright, then express the approximate change in y when x changes from 2 to 2 plus k. So what we understand right now is change of x actually is mu x minus ox, so it's just k. Or some of you already know it's just k. Alright, so then I want to find change of y will equals to dy dx multiply change of x. Okay, our dy dx, you can see the x when x is 2, so it's the same value, then you don't need to worry. Or subtly they change like 3 to 3 plus k, then you kind of need to sub the 3 back into the dy dx. But most of the time they will give you the x value is same with the part 1. Right, but you always need to check, is it same? It's not the same, you need to sub the new x value into your dy dx. Alright, then it's the same thing, I can just sub 19 from the part 1 and multiply k. Oh, done already, it's just 19k. Alright, so it's very easy, this format. Next question. Yeah, we have some graph and then they want to know have inverse or not. So over here you must understand, in order to make a function have the inverse function, it must be one-to-one function. So it's one-to-one function is mean whenever you draw a vertical line you can only touch one point. Whenever you draw horizontal line you can only touch one point. If you touch more than one point, you will not be one-to-one. So you can see if I draw a vertical line, I only touch one point. If I draw a horizontal line, I also only touch one point. So this one is one-to-one function. So they say, is fx has inverse? Yes, I will say yes, it has inverse. Because it is one-to-one relation. Okay, because this one is one-to-one relation, so therefore it can have the inverse function. 2 mark is test about your understanding. Next one. Okay, this question came out before last year from one of the state paper. I can't remember, but definitely is one of the state paper. Okay, so Sarah worked as a salesperson in the supermarket Bahagia. So she earned about 2% commissions on the total sales over 5,000. Basically, when she got 5,000, she didn't have any commission. But if she got 5,100, then the 100 have 2% commission, which is about 2 ringgit. If you earn 6,000, then the 5,000 don't have commission, right? But the extra 1,000, you have commission for 2%, which is 20 ringgit, and so on. Alright, so you get the idea. So therefore, which pay for the bonus at the end of the year? So which of the function fg or gx would be calculate her bonus at the end of the year, and explain your reason? Yeah, I realized recently, last year and this year, there are a lot of questions want you to explain. So I kind of predict this year SPM also have some similar question. Will ask you to explain. Yeah, this is test how much you understand that topic. But anyways, we have some fx and gx. Okay, x will be represent the total number of its sales. Alright, so total sales, x will be total sales. Alright, so this one is fx, this one will be gx. Alright, then we try to substitute both and see what happened. So if fgx is what? Fgx is basically substitute gx into fx. So I have 0.02x minus 5,000. gfx is basically 0.02x minus 5,000. Okay, we have a look at the first one first. Since x will be the sales, right? You imagine if today your sales is 6,000. If let's say your sales is 6,000. Then you imagine you use 0.02 multiply 6,000 first. It makes sense or not? It doesn't make sense, right? Then you use 120 minus 5,000, end up you still owe the company money. So this one, it doesn't make sense at all. Because you cannot straight away use the sales to multiply 2%. Because the 2% you multiply after you minus the 5,000, isn't it? So therefore, we'll choose the second one. You can see the equation. This one is total sales, right? X. I use the total sales minus the 5,000. Then only I multiply the 2%. So therefore, Which one is the correct one? I will say g of x. Okay, give you a reason. I checked the marking scheme, definitely. The marking scheme actually just show this equation, which is g of x equals to 0.02 x minus 5,000. Okay, if you die want me to give a reason, we will say because it should be because it should be it should multiply 2% after deduct, because don't use it because the x should multiply 2% after deduct 5,000. Okay, yeah, this is the reason I will give. Yeah, you can use your own sentence as long as it makes sense, then it should be fine. Alright, then the okay, right now he asks us to calculate. If we have 9172, then we just sub into the equation 0.02 9172 minus 5,000. Alright, then I should get, this is the, yeah, it's quite sad, the supermarket. Yeah, so therefore the bonus is about 83 ringgit 44 cents. Yeah, so yeah, this is how we do these kind of questions. Okay, so can you understand, right? Yeah, these questions already like came out 2 times, at least from what I saw before. So yeah, make sure you guys familiar with something like this, which is function questions, but then they want to make the function question look harder than normally what you did from your SPM past year. The SPM past year normally have some diagram, but this one they just put into word questions. Yeah, so I guess I mean it's a trend. Now the math paper actually seems like the English paper. Yeah, I kind of need to write a lot of words. So the voice is okay back. Yeah, I hope so. I don't know because I use a lot of USB port here, and recently I also uninstalled my sound driver once before. So yeah, sometimes it have this kind of issue. Yeah, no more robot. Then it's been good news for me. Join the voice on CNBC. Alright, so let's continue. Alright, another questions. Table 9 actually show the time taken for 20 employee children from factory A and factory B to complete a job. So basically they have some different time zone here. So I believe this is like number of employee, which is n equals to 20. So like example, like you have 3 employee actually take 5 hours to complete the job, and you have 4 employee actually take 9 hours to complete the job, and so on. So basically this is the idea. Alright, then find the mean and standard deviation of time taken for the worker from factory A and B. Based on the value obtained, determine which factory's employee are more efficient to complete the job, and justify your answer. Okay, normally something like this. In order to justify my answer, I will use the standard deviation. I will use the lower value of standard deviation. Why? Because like what I explained many times, the lower the standard deviation is mean your whatever value you want to find is more consistent. Alright, so because no matter if you are boss or you are the manager, definitely you want the performance be more consistent, then only you can boost the performance, something like that. So therefore, in order to get the consistent value, we want to get the lower standard deviation value. Okay, so you must understand this. So therefore, no choice, we kind of need to find both. Alright, this one will be X, this one will be F. Alright, F1 and F2 lah. Alright, so we find the mean first. So it's sum of fx over sum of f. So fx is multiply 3 times 5, 15, plus 12, 2 times 6, alright, and so on. plus 63 plus 16. Oops, too much. I need some value here. Plus 16 plus 36 over total number 20. Alright, so yeah, this one you type in a calculator. 15 plus 12, 15 plus 12 plus 63 plus 16 plus 36 divided by 20. Yeah, 7.1 for my first mean. Alright, then I need to find my second means. Mean 1. No, mean A. Okay, I use A easier. This one is mean B. Alright, then we do the same thing. 5 plus 30 plus 49 plus 40 plus 18 divided by 20. Then we'll just use the calculator for this as well. (18) divided by 20. Okay, both have the same mean value. I think they do it on purpose so that you cannot use the mean to compare. Alright, then we kind of need to do the standard deviation. Okay, standard deviation is basically, I use this sign as standard deviation, A. So it's basically square root of sum of fx squared. Alright, this one kind of takes some time. Yeah, your teacher just love to give you do this. Alright, just do it. So its formula is sum of fx squared over sum of f minus mean square. Square root it. Alright, so I kind of need to like 3 is f, right? Multiply x squared, 25. You get the idea? Like 3 times 5 squared. So the first one is 75 plus 2 times 6 squared. So it's 72. Then 9 times 7 squared. So it's 441. And then plus 2 times 64. 2 times 64. So it's 128. Then plus 4 times 81. 9 square, alright? 452 divided by 20. And then minus the mean square. Minus 7.1 square. Alright, so yeah. This one is what you need to do. So let's plus them. 75 plus 72 plus 441 plus 128 plus 452. Alright, divided by 20 minus 7.1 square. 7.1 square. Square root my answer. Or you can type everything together. Alright, this is 2.827. Alright, then what we want to do is we want to do for the next one. It's kind of crazy here. Let me erase this one, okay? Standard deviation of B. Alright, the first one is 25 plus 5 times 36, 180. Then times 7 times 7 square, 343 plus 5 times 64, 320. And then 2 times 81, okay, 162 plus 162 divided by 20 minus mean square. Alright, so I just use the formula only. So yeah, let's plus 25 plus 180 plus 343 plus 320 plus 162. Alright, divided by 20. Alright, and then minus 7.1 square. And then I square root it. Alright, so I don't know. It's quite big difference. I'm not sure I got type anything wrong or not. Yeah, so I will choose B. Because so I will just say, because they ask you to choose, right? Determine which factory are more efficient. I will say factory B. Employee at the factory, employees at factory B are more efficient. because if a lower, it has lower standard deviation value. Okay, so yeah, please forgive my ugly words, my ugly writing, because I use the digital pen to actually write it. Yeah, I think I have some typing error. I mean, yeah, not 452, 4 times 81. Yeah, this is 324, right? Yep, thanks for that. This one will be 324. Then yeah, I can type again. Okay, 75. I'm not sure why I would type wrongly. Plus 441 plus 128 plus 324 over 20 minus 7.1 square. Alright, yeah, this one will be 1.261. Okay, still B is lower value, isn't it? Alright, so yeah. Your words are ugly, but you are beautiful. Use a beautiful to describe a man. It's not so appropriate. Yeah, I'm kidding. Alright, so which graphic tablet you are using? I'm using the Wacom Cintiq. Alright, so yeah, 13-inch HD touch. I think this is my model. Thinking to upgrade to 24-inch, but then I'm not the graphic designer. I'm not sure I want to upgrade or not. Yeah, because for 13-inch the tablet is quite small, and when I want to draw the graph, right, it's kind of hard. I think thinking to upgrade to 16-inch or 24-inch, but it's very expensive. Need to save more money. Alright, so a set of data consists of a positive number. Alright, so it's given that, okay, this one, you can use this one as is a summation of x minus mean. Yeah, you will see this one at the variance or standard deviation. If you're not familiar with it, you can go back to the formula list above here. Yeah, you should be able to see it somewhere. Yeah, do you see that? Yeah, we have some similar one is inside here. So we can use this one to actually find the variance. Yeah, it's just so the variance just sum of x minus mean square divided by n. Alright, so if you understand this one, then we will go back to the questions. Where's my questions here? Yep. So therefore they ask about variance, right? So the variance, or I can use a sign if I want. The variance is basically is sum of x minus mean square divided by n, which is m over 20. My n is 20, isn't it? Done. Alright, then they ask us to find the mean. We cannot use back this formula because we have some sum of x squared here, isn't it? So therefore, I know that in my variance formula, which is sum of x squared over n minus mean square. Okay, so therefore, what I want to do right now is I want to make this one as a subject. Okay, so I will just like substitute the value. I have the variance, which is m over 20, and I have the sum of x squared, which is n. I know my n is 20 minus mean square. So therefore, mean square is equals to n minus m over 20. Therefore, mean is equals to square root of n minus mean over 20. I'm not sure how come, I mean, I do so much work for 1 mark. Yeah, but this is what it is. So basically, they just want you to understand you can use the variance formula or standard deviation formula here in order to find your means here. Alright, so yeah, you understand, right? Basically, I just plug everything into the subject and then I make my mean as a, I just sub everything into the equation and make my mean as a subject. Right. Alright, given that x and y related by non-linear, where explain how the value of h and k can be obtained if x of the straight line graph for the non-linear is represents the x-axis lah. Basically right now the x-axis is 1 over x, and they want to know what is your y here. Alright, so what I want to do right now is I have 3y equal to h square root x plus k over square root x here. Alright, so in order to get a 1 over x, my logic is I will just divide by square root x. You can see here, if I divided by square root x for every single one here, so what I will get is I will get 3y over square root x equals to h plus k over x. Then 3y over square root x equals to I will write the k first, multiply 1 over x plus h. And then normally the y I do not prefer have the 3 here. I will divide 3 for every single one. Alright, so therefore my y is basically y over square root x. My m is basically k over 3. My c is basically h over 3. Right, the question want like explain how the value 3 and k can be obtained. So I want to find what is k here. So k basically is 3 multiply my gradient. Okay, 3 multiply the gradient. So my h is basically is 3 multiply my vertical intercept. I'm not sure the examiner can accept m and c as an unknown here or not, because it's quite standard. Y equals to mx plus c. What? M will be gradient, c will be y-intercept. But what I want to say for this question is we seldom have the question asked about the answer like this. So even though I read the marking scheme, I also stuck for a while. Is it what the marking scheme trying to say here? But yeah, maybe they want you to show the relationship between h and k linked to this equation. Yeah, I know this topic is linear equation, but I don't know. They prefer you to answer it this way. Should be acceptable. Yeah, then you just say write k equals to 3m and h equals to 3c. Yeah, something like that lah. Alright, so I'm giving mock exam math. Okay. If we say let m equals to gradient, yeah, it's better you do that way. Let m be your gradient, y-intercept. And in linear law, normally I don't call it as a y-intercept. If you want to write as a y-intercept, make sure you write capital Y. Okay, because normally I just call it a vertical intercept. Because it's no longer y, right? Your y-axis supposedly is y over square root x here. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Yeah, this is the part B, is a K-bar question. I say, yeah, I did this question. I think in SPM also has similar question, but many years ago, I think it's about 5 or 6 years ago, I saw this question at one of the very old version MF book. Maybe a new version also got but I just didn't buy any MF book recently, so I don't know. Okay, let's do about first one first. MP0 is equals to 1. If you want to know why, you can try. No. So sorry, that one is C. NC0 is 1. NP0 I think is equals to n, isn't it? Because NPR is n factorial over n minus r factorial, right? So it's NP0 is n factorial over n minus 0 factorial, or it's still 1? It's n factorial over n factorial. I believe it's 1. Okay, 6p1. Yeah, it's n what? I remember it's n factorial minus n minus r factorial. Yeah, I know I'm getting back n, but how come this formula doesn't work here? Hey, 0 lah. Why I type MP1? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Yeah, it's 1, it's 1, it's 1. It's 1. Yeah. Yeah, it's 6P0. I'm not sure why I typed 6P1. Yeah, this is the problem when you do too many MF. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. Alright, so yeah. So yeah, no matter NC0 or MP0 is always 1. Yeah, because it's 0, right? Yeah, because I even prove it with my formula, but end up I typed wrong in the calculator. But okay. Anyways, let's get back to these questions. Okay, right now you have two parallel lines which is 4 point and 6 point respectively. You see some capital letter A, B, C, D and small letter A, B, C, D, E, F. Right, by connecting 3 of the 10 point, you want to form a triangle. Okay, by forming a triangle, at least we must have some concept. First idea, triangle must be formed by 3 points. Like this, or like this. Okay, 1 point, 2 point on the top, 1 point at the bottom. Or 1 point on the top, 2 point at the bottom. Okay, because some students will say, is it possible for me to randomly choose 3 points? No, you can't randomly choose 3 points. Because what? You cannot say, okay, I choose 3 points on the same straight line. Does it look like a triangle? It's a straight line, isn't it? So you cannot simply choose 3 points like you want. Because if 3 points in the same line, it doesn't make a triangle. So therefore, in this pattern, in order to get a triangle, I must be 3 point and 1 point. Or 1 point and 2 point. Like what I show you here. So therefore, if you understand this logic, then it's not too bad here. So by connecting 3 of the 10 point. So like, if let's say on the top here, I want to choose 2 points randomly. So it will be 4 points. I will randomly choose any of 2 points. I can choose this one and this one form the triangle. Or I can choose this one and this one to form the triangle. You get the idea? So like 4 points, I randomly choose 2 points on the top. Multiply, if I choose 2 points on the top, right? Bottom, I can only choose 1 point, isn't it? So therefore, 6 points, I will randomly choose 1 point here. Okay, or when all we will do plus, isn't it? Okay, or top I only 4 point, I randomly choose 1 point, and bottom, if top I only choose 1 point, bottom I need to choose 2 point, right? So 6 point, I randomly choose 2 point. Then I will just plus them together because yeah, this is what alternative you have, right? Alright, then 4C2 times 6. 6C1 is 6 lah, okay? 4C1 is 4, okay? Times 6C2. So the answer will be 96. Okay, this is I randomly choose the 6 point from 10 point because I believe a lot of you will just like do 10C3. Okay? Yeah, because like what I say, you do 10C3, I believe you will get a number which is quite big here. Because what? This 120, they actually included the point which is 3 point on the line. So you cannot do 10C3 here. So how to differentiate P and C? Basically, for permutation, which is P and PR, is arrangement matter. For C, is combination, which is arrangement doesn't matter. So over here, you just think, first thing is the A, B, C, D, if I swap around, like become something like B, A, D, C, is this thing possible to happen in this question or not? Because arrangement here, we're trying to understand is arrangement of all these letters. Because supposedly over here, all these letters, right, even though you want to make them swap, right, your triangle is still following the letter itself, isn't it? So therefore, no matter how it's swapped, the same letter means the same triangle. Do you get the idea? Like let's say I have B, something like this, BAB like this. This triangle is BBA. Is these two triangles the same triangle? Yes, they are the same triangle. So in this case, I will assume the permutation not so important. It's not important, I will say in this case. So this case, I will just say is all about how to form the triangle only. Okay. Yeah, correct. Yeah, thanks for the Daniel also. Yeah, normally we will do things like this. For arrangement, we will use a P. For selection, we will use a C. Alright, so okay, for second one, you need to think a little bit. They want to connect to the point A. Yeah, this one is the hard one. Because if right now you want to use the A, so no matter how you form the triangle, you must use the A. So therefore, if I form the triangle like this, 2 point and 1 point, one of my point must be A. If I form the triangle like this, 2 point and 1 point, the top must be A. So you can see I have some line here. Okay, so oops, sorry. So therefore, if I want for first option here, I need one more point to pair with me. So therefore, here I have three more point on the top, right? So 3 point, I will choose 1. Because I have 1 A, right? I need one more point, either B or C or D. So 3 point, I will choose 1. Then bottom, I need to 6 point, I choose randomly 1. Okay, because bottom I need 1 point only. Or second option, A is on the top, then which is 1. Multiply 6 point, I will choose 2. Yeah, then I will just plus together. So this one will be 18 plus 6C2, 15. So, oh, this is B, not A. I'm doing B here. So it should be 33. Alright, so for part B, you kind of need to understand the logics, then you should be able to know how to do this kind of questions. Yeah. Can understand, right? It's not way too complicated. I mean, this kind of question is like, when you have no idea how to do, right, you kind of will struggle on how to do it. But if you understand already, then it's not too hard, right? So I say for permutation and combination, right, it's more about gaining the experience. Yeah, you need to gain more experience on how to do. So why 3C1? Okay, because don't understand. Oh my god. Okay, come. Okay, you see, because if I want to have a point A, the point A must include, isn't it? So if point A must include, let's say I want to form the triangle like this. I need 2 point on the top. Right now I want 2 point here and 1 point at the bottom. Okay, one of the point must be A already, so you don't need to include A anymore. So right now, because I must have A, then on the top you still have three choice, right? So you cannot say 3C2. If you say 3C2, then you ignore about A. Because 3 point here, I only want to choose one of these to pair with A to have 2 point on the top. I already have 1 point A. I need to get 1 point. This point itself can be either B, C, or D only. B, C, or D is 3 options, right? I choose one option only. 3C1. This is how I get 3C1. Then 6C1 is, since top I will choose 2 point already, then bottom I only need to choose 1 point. Then 6 point, I only choose 1 point. Get the idea, right? It's not too complicated, right? I did write out for you B, C, or D. I will choose one from here. So no need to include A in the combination. Okay, when I do like this, I already included A. Okay, but normally we doesn't write the A. If you want to really write the A, no, like this is what I write the A, multiply 1. Yeah, you can multiply a 1 here. But normally we doesn't multiply, because when you choose the A, it's a specific they want the A. The only way to choose the A is one way, which is choose the A. So this specific case, right, you kind of like only one way only. You want to choose the A, right? It's only like one way here. So yeah, so therefore you want to multiply one, go ahead to multiply one to make yourself comfortable. Okay, get it? Move on. Next one. Uh, all right, question 13 is just nice. It's about half right now. Please give me a 5-minute breaks and then you can go to washroom. You can go to drink some water or tea. I'll see you guys in a 5 minute later. Yeah, or you can try to understand the 12 question I discussed. Yeah, whoever haven't print out this paper, I recommend you to print out and try to do the question yourself. Yeah, after my discussion or two together with me is fine. Alright, so I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Hello. Alright, so let's continue. Let me mute my phone. Alright, so yep, let's continue question 13. Okay, this format considered easy compared to the format just now. Yeah, let's see, is there any comment I need to read here? Alright, so why question 12 not 6C1 but 6C2? Which one? You mean for the part 1? Yeah, part 1 over here we will do about 6C2. It's because they doesn't say they want to have a letter A, right? So I will just like 6 is 6C2 ah. 6C2 is the bottom one, isn't it? Yeah. Question 12. Why question 12 not 6C1 but 6C2? Oh, because this one is the point A. Because remember I say there's two options to form a triangle, right? The first option we done already. The second option is A on the top. Then I need 2 points at the bottom, isn't it? So this 2 points at the bottom I will select from the 6 point A, B, C, D, E, F there. So this is the reason why it will be 6C2. Because we have two options, right? One option is 2 point, one top, 1 point at the bottom. Or 1 point at the top, 2 point at the bottom. So this one is the 2 point at the bottom word. So this is the reason why it's 1 multiplied 62. Okay, so I hope I do make you understand. So let's move on to this question. Alright, so this one you have some this is going to rotate. So they tell you this one is basically 1 over 5 here. So below is not. So below A, yeah, they only must select only capital A. Small letter A you can just ignore. Alright, so okay, so A will be, the probability of A will be 1 over 5. And then the rest of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are equally. So so we know the probability is like 1, right? So the A of them is basically 4 over 5. Just 1 minus 1 over 5, you get 4 over 5. And then I want to divide them equally, so I will just use something like 4 over 5 divided by A. Oops. Divided by A. So I know each here will be 1 over 10. Okay, so I have 8 over 10. 8 over 10 plus 1 over 5 is still equals to 1. Alright, it makes sense, huh? Alright, then yeah, we have 6 number there. Alright, so right now, what they want? They want you to find the probability that a volver and mean multiply, all mean plus, alright. So they want probability of getting a volver and the odd number. So volver means what? We must understand what is volver, huh? Volver is A-E-I-O-U. Okay? Consonant is not volver. Alright, so right now I want the volver and an odd number. Okay, so volver here, I have A, which is 1 over 5, plus how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 4 over 10. Alright, this is all the volver I have. Multiply odd number is 135, isn't it? So it will be 3 over 6. Yeah, that's all. 1 over 5 plus 4 over 10 multiply 1 over 2, right? 3 over 6 is 1 over 2. So the final answer is 2 over 5. That's all. So yeah, this format is a lot easier compared to the combination question just now. But it's good. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this one will be a little bit hard if you are not so good at the indices there. Alright, so what I want to do right now is, this is 3 power of x plus mean multiply, 3 power of 4 plus 3 power of x minus 45. My 5 look ugly. 45. 3 power of x. Minus mean divide, 3 power of 2. Alright, so this one is 81. 3 power of x plus 3 power of x minus, this is 9, will give me 5. 5, 3 power of x. Alright, so then you just imagine 3 power of x is the apple. You have 81 apple plus 1 apple minus 5 apple. Then you have 77 apple. Alright, but then we kind of need to show this one is a multiply of 1 over 11. So therefore, what I will do is, I will do something very funny. I will just multiply 11 first. So I know this one is 847 multiply 1 over 11 of 3 power of x. So I was right, shown. Because if this number multiply 1 over, if 847 multiply 1 over 11, you are actually getting 77, right? So this is the reason why I changed the 77 into this one. Get the idea? Okay, basically what I'm doing is 81 plus 1 minus 5. 81 plus 1 minus 5 is 77. Yeah, you can also do something like 7 multiply 11. Basically, when we see 77, we can know, I think we should be able to write a shown here lah, because 77 definitely is 1 over 11. Just depend on how you want to show it as well. Yeah, thanks to this from the Crowley. Alright, so okay. Yeah, you can manually stream to 180, I think so. But I heard the YouTube actually cut the resolution all around the world, so I'm not sure you can go to 1080 or not. But definitely my option, I choose about 1080 in my streaming here. Alright, so okay, we go to the log. Alright, so okay. I see this one in log A, I want to express that. Definitely I can change the log A into log 2. But then I don't like about log square root 2 here. What is the meaning of integer positive? Basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Integer means whole number, positive means positive whole number. Like 7.1 is not integer because it's not whole number. Okay, like -1, -2, -3 is not positive integer, they are negative integer. How much is your, what is the OnlyFans? So should I buy the class width calculator? Yeah, if you have the money, of course, if you are from the lower income family to buy it, just use whatever you have. But if like 70 to 80 ringgit for you are okay or acceptable, go ahead and buy it, no problem. I think this Jeff got some problem with it. What's wrong with him? Okay, let me do something very unnecessary. Okay, which is I kind of need to hide him because he keep on talk something nonsense. So yeah, because Elvin is not free today, so I kind of need to monitor the chat by myself. If you want to know what's his nature number and all this, you can just go ahead and Google what's his nature number. So just now question 13, the marking scheme is 3 over 10. Really? Question 13, marking scheme is 3 over 10. I never checked the marking scheme for this one, but it's 3 over 10. If the disc is rotate and then a cut is selected, find the volver. Volver is 1 over 5 plus 1. Let me see, 1, 2, A, E, I, O, U. Yeah, what? I didn't see any mistake here. But since you say there's a difference with the marking scheme, then maybe I kind of need to check it out. For question 13. Oh, cannot join them together? Let me think. Yeah, because they are different probability, right? Yeah, I thought like, okay, maybe you can just add them together, but yeah, because you want to choose one letter. I mean, you want to choose one letter, then you choose one number, isn't it? And their different probability cannot simply add them together. Yeah, correct. This the marking scheme is correct. Yes. Marking scheme is correct. Yep. So therefore, you kind of need to do them separately. You cannot plus them first. So therefore, I will just do a probability for A, because A is the only one with a probability 1/5, multiply with the odd number, and then plus probability of the rest of them, which is E, I, O, U, and then multiply with the odd number. Okay, so it's 1/5 times 1/2 plus 4/10 times 1/2. Yeah, this one is more accurate, yes. Thanks for letting me know about this. This is 2/5, so this is 2/10, so it should be 3/10 here. Yeah, because I cannot simply add all the number together and multiply. Yeah, I'm not sure why I do this kind of mistake. I just tapped the calculator wrongly. Really? No, I don't think we can plus them together. Is it? It's the same thing? I doubt. Hey, it's correct also. Yeah, okay. I just typed the calculator wrongly. Yeah, maybe just now I didn't put the bracket. Yes. Yeah, because suddenly I doubt, is it I do wrong? Okay, thanks for letting me know. And let's come back to this question because I think we cannot finish in 2 hours. Oh my god. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, this one log 2b equals to x is okay. Alright, then what we want to do is I don't want the square root 2. So I will change this one into the I will change base into the base 2. Okay, log 2, c on the top, square root 2 at the bottom equals to y. So therefore log 2c, the bottom, this one is equal to 1/2 equals to y. So I will just throw the 1/2 to the other side. So 2 dy cc, log 2c equals to half y c. Okay, I leave like this first. If I want to move the half to the other side, I can do that. Okay, right now I want to change this one. Okay, let me should I change base first? I'm thinking. Yeah, let me change base first. Okay, this is log 2. A put at the bottom. Top is basically 256c squared over b4. Alright, then what I want to do is I'm going to separate them. Whatever multiply I will do plus, whatever divide I will do minus. Okay, b4. This one log 2a is 3. Okay, you can type in the calculator, or some student might not have this calculator. Okay, a is 2 power of 3, right? So this one you move to the 3. Log 2 is 1, isn't it? So you get 3. Okay, so log 256 is 8, isn't it? So this one move to the front is 2. Log 2c, what is log 2c? Log 2c is half y. Minus the 4, I can move to the front, is 4. Log 2b is x divided by 3. Simplify. So it's 8 plus y minus 4x over 3. Okay, this is how we get the 4-mark questions. So you kind of need to rearrange a little bit, and then you should be able to get the correct one. Okay, is it okay for these log questions? Okay, here is 256 multiply c squared divide by b4. Multiply, I will change it into plus. When I expand, divide, I will change to minus. And then log rule, we can always move the power to the front. Okay, 16. Circular measure. So, okay, we have a sector POQ. Radius is 10. Okay, PQ is P to Q. The arc length PQ is A. Alright, nice. We have arc length here. We can find the radian, right? S equals to R theta. Our S is 8, R is 10. We can find the theta. 0.4. Is it 0.4? I sometimes don't trust my brain so much. 0.8. Yeah, lucky. Yeah. Luckily, I didn't trust my brain. Alright, so done. The area of the shaded region. So yeah, to find the area of shaded region, we kind of need to use the area of sector minus the area of triangle. So therefore, a triangle, I kind of need to find some length here. Depending on which length you want to find. Let's say I find this length here. Using the cos. Alright. Cos 0.8 equals to OR over 10. So OR is, change the calculator to radian, shift menu, angle unit, radian, 10 multiply cos 0.8. So the length will be 6.967. Alright, then I can find right now area of shaded region equals to area of sector half r squared theta minus half. I use AB sine theta. A will be 6.967 multiply B multiply sine 0.8. Okay. So it will be 1 over 2 multiply 10 square multiply 0.8 minus 1 over 2 multiply 6.96. Oops. Multiply 6.967 multiply 10 multiply sine 0.8. Alright, so I get 15.011 cm, right? Cm squared. Yeah, you no need to change 0.8 in your degree form. You just need to change the calculator in the radian mode. Then you can straight away do. If you prefer to change it in the degree form, you change back your calculator back into your degree. But it's just double work, alright? The answer is not 4 plus 1 over 2y minus 2x. Question 14. I make a mistake again. Let's see. You mean question 15, right? I'm a bit lost about 2y log 2c equals to half y, 2 times half y. Okay, question 15. What is the answer? 8 plus y minus 4x over 3. Yeah, my answer is same with the same with the marking scheme. What's wrong? Alright, yeah, you can check for your mistake. This one I'm using Sokatwa. Okay, So cos theta equals to adjacent over hypotenuse, isn't it? Alright, so let's move on. Okay, we cannot finish it. Let me finish, then if you have any question, we discuss after that. Why always got some weird people come to my live streaming one? Okay, I kind of need to hide a lot of user. Yeah. Are they just too free? If they want to learn math, I'm fine. I heard that you need to prove the formula in the future, as we am not sure is it true. Yeah, we have a lot of proof of show questions here. So I think, yeah, it's possible. Alright, so let's come back to this one. Okay, this one is the fourth quadrant. So therefore, the fourth quadrant here. So what we want to do here is, we want to draw a triangle at the fourth quadrant. The angle will be alpha. So cos alpha equals to t. This is t over 1. So this one will be adjacent. This one will be hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is 1. Adjacent will be t. So this one will be hypotenuse minus the adjacent, isn't it? So it will be 1 minus t squared. But this one is below the x-axis. You should add a negative for it. Alright, you should know about this one. So we know about cos a plus b, right? Is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Alright, so therefore cos a plus, so therefore I will just apply now, okay? So cos 90 plus alpha equals to cos 90 cos alpha minus sin 90 sin alpha. Okay, cos 90 is 0, so the whole thing can cancel out because 0 multiply anything, we get 0. But we don't have sin alpha. We kind of need to find out. Sin alpha is opposite over hypotenuse. Alright, so minus sin 90 is 1, and then multiply with negative 1 minus t squared. So the final answer should be square root 1 minus t squared. Negative and negative cancel out. Alright, done the A. B. For tangent to alpha, we can straight away do lah, okay? We can straight away do. Okay, not enough space for me. Let me erase this one. Okay, so tangent to alpha is equals to 2 tangent alpha over 1 minus tangent square alpha. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to find a tangent alpha. Tangent alpha is OA, right? Negative 1 minus t squared over t. Oh my god, the fraction is so very complicated. Alright, so negative 1 minus t squared over t over 1 minus. Okay, this one I can straight away square, right? Square and square root cancel out. So it's 1 minus t squared over t squared. Alright, I square because tangent square alpha equals to square the whole thing here. So I will get about 1 minus t squared over t squared. Because sometimes when I do too fast, some student will get stuck. So I just show more working here. And then, I need more space to simplify this fraction. Alright, so top is just negative 2, 1 minus t squared over t over, this one over 1, right? Times t squared times t squared. So this one should be t squared minus 1 minus t squared over t squared. So it should be flip over. Should have a t on the top. Cancel. So I have a t This one will multiply this one, and this one will multiply this one. Alright, this one is 1. So should be negative 2t square root 1 minus t square over 2t square minus 1. Alright, so yeah, this is how we get the final answer. You kind of need to solve its backs to a little bit here. So yeah, this is how we do this kind of questions. Yeah, for the question 13, we will discuss after we finish first, because I want to finish all the 25 questions first. And then later, if you have time, we will go through any questions about the y here. Okay? You can use the sine 2 alpha over cos 2 alpha, but then you kind of need to apply sine 2 alpha formula and cos 2 alpha formula. So I don't think changing in the sine 2 alpha and cos 2 alpha will be faster, but it's definitely you will get the same answer. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Alright, this one, okay, they give us a mean equal to 60, and then standard deviation is equal to standard deviation. Real variance is equal to variance, right? Alright, so probability x is bigger than 61 equals to 0.3121. So therefore I want to change this one into the z, so it should be 61 minus mean over standard deviation. So it's 0.3121. So this one is 1 over standard deviation is 0.3121, and then we sketch out the bell-shaped diagram. This value is definitely 1 over standard deviation, because this area is here, bigger this direction, right? This area is 0.3121. Then we can straight away find from the table 3121. Hope it's here. 0.3121. Alright, this is what I want to find. Alright, 3121 is exactly here, 0.49. Alright, is equals to 0.49. Come back here. Where is it? Okay, so this one equals to 0.49. Alright, so is standard deviation is 1 over 0.49. So standard deviation is 1 divided by 0.49. Alright, is 2.041. Okay, this is the value of the standard deviation. I'm not sure my screen why it keep on jumping. Alright, so yeah. So this is how we do. If you are using this calculator, how do you get about 0.49? You can do by going menu and go to 7. And then this one is called inverse normal because you have the area already. So I will go to inverse normal. And then, okay, but this calculator, they can only find the area on the other side. Because this calculator is probability Z is less than A. So therefore, you cannot type 0.3121 because the calculator is only go backwards. Yeah, if you want to type 0.3121 is okay, but later you need to change the negative into the positive. I teach you both method lah. Okay, so you realize I will get negative value. Yeah, so you want to ignore the negative, write the 0.49, or you can use the 1 minus 0.3121 here, and then you will get the positive 0.49. Okay, depend you want to change or you don't want to change. But if you don't want to change, you must know you need to change the sign, because if you straight away take the negative value, you got wrong in this case. So you can find it through calculator as well. Yes, it's only this class width calculator. If you are using 570 ES version, yeah, you can't do that because the inverse normal they just added to this new calculator. Alright, so yeah, I hope you know how to do. But you need to understand the inverse normal. This calculator can only go to the left hand side. I'm degree in engineer. Math 3 is nothing compared to this. Fight hard is getting easier after this. Alright, thanks for letting me know. Alright, question 19. So Muthu have taken 3 shots, so n equals to 3. So you can see here n equals to 0, 1, 2, and 3 from here. So the probability that the Muthu strike the target is P. Alright. X represents the number of trial. Okay, so for binomial, sometimes you need to know this is n, this is P. Fixed already, because sometimes they will suddenly give you this one is 0.3. You should know the 0.3 actually represents by the P here. Okay, so express the probability of striking more than 1. Supposedly more than 1 is basically we will take x equals to 2 plus x equals to 3. But if you do like this, we cannot in terms of g and h here. So therefore, in this case, I do not want to use this method, because if I straight away I will take this number plus this number, isn't it? Which is not what I want, because they want, right? So in order to get this one, we understand we can use the 1 to minus these two, right? So 1 minus g minus h, done. Okay, this one is just test how much you understand about the probability. Then B, they ask you to find the probability of P here. So therefore, what I understand is I can take any one. Let's say x equals to 3 here. Is equals to 65 over 125. So x equals to 3. If I expand into the formula is 3c3 multiply p power of 3 multiply 1 minus p, which is q power of 0. And then equals to 64 over 125. This is 1, this is 1. Then P equals to Q root of 64 over 125. P equals to 4 over 5. Alright, this is how we get the P value by sub into the formula here. Any special tips, sir? Yeah, I don't have any tips for SPM, but like what I say is, in order to score well, right, you really need to start to choose few topics to practice. Especially those topics you scare most, you should practice on those. Right now, you still have about 2 to 3 weeks. Don't understand the formula? You don't understand the formula? Okay. So probability x equals to r. The formula is NCR, PR, QN minus R. Okay, Q is equals to 1 minus P. Alright, maybe it's just now I straight away do. Yeah, trying to sub this formula back into the equation. Yeah, the formula is given into the at the first 2 pages there. Question 20. Okay, a point P and Q such that A will move such is distant from Q. So I will say AQ is 3 times, thrice is 3 AP. Yeah, just use the distance formula to find the equation of Locus. Alright, so let A become xy. Okay, so x minus 2 square plus y minus 5 square is 3 times x minus 1 square plus y minus 3 square. Because this is how we take AP and AQ, right? A is just x. Alright, then I will simplify it by square both sides. So cancel out. Here I can expand. X squared minus 4x plus 4. Y squared minus 10y plus 25. 3 squared giving 9. Square and square root I cancel out. So this one will be x squared minus 2x plus 1 plus y squared minus 6y plus 9. Alright, then we need to simplify this one. I'm a bit lazy. Let me do some shortcut here. Okay, 9 multiply x squared, 9x squared minus 1x squared, 8x squared. Solve. Okay, then 9 multiply y squared, 9y squared minus 1y squared. I get 8y squared. Okay, then we go to x. 9 multiply negative 2 is negative 18. Negative 18 plus 4. So it will be negative 14x. I solve. 9 multiply negative 6 is negative 54 plus 10. So it'll be minus 44y. Okay, I solve. Alright, then we have some number. This is 10 plus 9 is 90 minus 29. So plus 61. Yeah, I guess this is the equation of Locus. Done. Alright, basically you just need to solve around. Yeah, they put the vector question in the last few. Okay, given that A, B, C are 3 points on the straight line, point C divide. Okay, so we have something like A, C, B. Okay, we have the point for each of these. Ratio will be 1 and 3 here. Express m in terms of n. Alright, so we just choose one of the point. I think it should be enough. No, I need to choose 2 and make h at the subject and sub into each other. Wow, this 3 mark a lot of work. Alright, so comparing the x first. Okay, 1 multiply the further x, 3 multiply the further x. Alright, so 2m plus 3 2h over 1 plus 3 equals to m. Okay, this is how we apply the formula. So, yeah. So 2m plus 6h equals to 4m. So h equals to 2m over 6. So therefore, h will equals to m over 3. Alright, I do the same thing right now. I do for y. Take the 1, multiply this one, m plus 1, plus 3 multiply 3h, 9h over 4 equals to n. Alright, so yeah, 9h equals to 4n minus n minus 1. 9h equals to 3n minus 1. H equals to 3n minus 1 over 9. Okay, so sub into here. So m over 3 equals to 3n minus h over 9. The question asks about what? M in terms of n. Alright, so m will equals to 3n minus 1 over 3. Multiply 3 for both sides. Alright, this is how we do it. So basically you need to understand when you multiply, right, the ratio need to multiply the further one again. The audio glitch again. Yeah, I kind of need to check my driver later, but as long as you can still listen, so I will just like finish the last few questions. Okay, so next one. Vector. Column vector. So, okay, when they are linear, so I will say PQ, collinear, alright, collinear will equals to the lambda of QR maybe. PQ is PO plus OQ, isn't it? So it's PO plus OQ equals to the lambda. This one is QO plus OR. Alright, then I will just sub in the formula here. PO is negative R, negative 8. This is 2, 6 equals to the lambda. This one will be negative 2, negative 6 plus S negative 4. Express R in terms of S. Alright. I find the lambda using the y value first. Okay, this one will be negative 2. Negative 8 plus 6 are negative 2 equals to lambda negative 10. So my lambda is equals to 1 over 5. 2 over 10, 1 over 5. Alright, then I can do the top one, which is the x value. Negative R plus 2 equals to the lambda 1 over 5. This one is s minus 2. Okay, or negative 2 plus x, s minus 2. Alright, I want r in terms of s, so I will just okay, never mind, I do step by step. Negative r plus 2 equals to 1 over 5 s minus 2 over 5. Alright, now I will swap place. I move the r to the other side. So it's equals to 2 plus 2 over 5 minus 1 over 5s. So my r is 3 over 5 minus 1 over 5s. Done. Alright, this is how you solve it around. And as long as they didn't mention cannot use. Paper 2 can use the matrix method. Yeah, you can use the matrix methods. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. 23. Does not intersect b squared minus 4ac less than 0. Alright, sub y into the y here. So rx plus 4 equals to x squared minus 4x plus 5. Find a range value of r. Alright, nice. This is x squared minus 4x minus rx plus 1. Okay, I just rearrange a little bit. Okay, so take out the x. 4 plus rx plus 1. Just factorize. Alright. So b squared, which is negative 4 plus r squared minus 4ac less than 0. Alright, this one I kind of need to expand it. No choice. 16 plus ar plus r squared minus 4 less than 0. So r squared plus ar plus 12 less than 0. Factorize. Oh my god. Plus. Because we'll get decimal here. Hey, no, we can do 6 too. I just overthink, sorry. Alright, so then less than 0, right? So r should be between negative 6 and negative 2. Yep. So the answer scheme is different again. For which question? Okay, for question just now. Question 21. 3n minus 1 over 3. Yeah, it's the same. Question 22. I'm doing 23 already, right? 22. There's an S, right? Where's my S go? Huh? Okay. I think the last step here, I suddenly 1 over 5s. Okay, so okay. Some students it's a plus lah, not minus. Sorry. Yeah, 2 plus 2 over 5. 2 plus 2 over 5 is basically 10. 12 over 5. Yeah, it's 12 minus s over 5. Alright. Yeah, thanks for letting me know the carry mistake. Here you can use the calculator, okay? Use the calculator for this part. Then question 23. Yeah, it's correct. Okay, let's move on to question 24. Alright, I would say for this question, right, they changed it a little bit here. So how to draw the graph for 23? 23 need to draw graph? Yeah, you can't draw any graph, but if you ask me, it's about a quadratic and a straight line. They doesn't intersect each other, that's all. Okay, okay, this one is a bit different. Okay, because I learned relative velocity at IGCSE. We know that in order to get the resultant velocity, right? Okay, this one is a resultant velocity. We kind of normally we will use the velocity, let's say call it A. This one will be A relative to the current plus the velocity of the current. Okay, current normally is either is from the A or from the wind or from the water. But in this case, we kind of have both of them. So therefore, when I do that time, I'm thinking, should I use both current or not? Then I ask myself, if I want to move a boat, the boat actually affected by both, right? Wind, the current of the wind, and also the current of the water, both. So I kind of like guess how should I do these questions. So therefore, in order to find a redundant vector, so you can see the first vector they give you is what? The boat would like to participate in the competition in the river using the engine is allowed is to move the velocities of 10. So you should know this 10J is basically the boat moving on the water itself. So this one is already added the wind and water already. So this is what we call relative velocity. So in this case, my relative velocity is basically 0 and 10. Because 10J, right, means 0 for I and 10 for J. And right now I have both current, which is 3 and 7. At the same time also -6 and -4. So this one will be my velocity of the boat, redundant velocity of the boat. So you just plus them together, you should get -3 and 17 minus 4, 13. This is my velocity of the boat for part A. Then for part B, they ask about unit vector. Then I will just do velocity unit vector of boat B, of the boat. Okay, B stands for boat. So it will be 1 over square root -3 square plus 13 square -3, 13. Okay, 3 square plus 13 square. Once is it 13? 17 minus 4. Yeah, it's 13, right? Yeah, so it's 1 over square root 178. Yeah, this one will be my vector. But if you prefer to leave the answer in I and J form, you need to do something like this. Yeah, I think both should be fine. Does the question say leave your answer in I and J form? No, right? Then I think both answers should be fine here. Alright, so let's go to the last questions of today. Okay, so you have a small boy. This boy, the height is about 3.5 meter. Alright, so yeah, because we normally don't have human that high one, isn't it? So because human normally standard height is like 1 point something meter. So anyway, we just don't care it first. Should minus the vector, right? Cause it's against the boat. Should we minus? So excuse me, sir, is there any case we need to minus the vector instead of plus? Okay. I'm not sure about physics because yeah, I know some of you learn physics, current is opposite need to minus. But when I learned the relative velocity, right, I actually use the relative velocity plus the current one. Yeah. So unless today they ask to find the relative velocity, then I will use the resultant vector minus the current. If they ask about relative velocity lah. Yeah, or else I will just do the plus here. Because this is sort of the formula for relative velocity. Yeah, because no human in this world has the height like 3.5 meter, but we don't care. Because right now we do math. Okay, we are not doing about science. So I just assume it's 3.5 meter. So right now what I want to do is I will just assume that y-axis is over here. If not, it's quite impossible for us to do. So therefore, I have y-axis like this, so throwing something like this. So at least I know the maximum is like 3 meter from the maximum is 3 meter from the y-axis, so this is 3, and the height will be 8. And the y-intercept is 3.5. Alright, this is what all the information I have. Since I have the maximum and this one is a quadratic graph, right? So what I will do is I will use the completing a square. Y equals to a x minus 3 square plus a. Okay, this is what I sub into the completing a square formula, which is y x minus h square plus k. Alright, then I just need to find the a, and I have the y-intercept, which is 0, 3.5. Then I want to sub this one into here. So 3.5 is my y, my a is 0, plus a. So I will solve this one. So 9a equals to 3.5 minus a. So it's about negative 9 over 2. So my a is negative 1 over 2. Okay, then I sub into here, I get the final equation. So my final equation is y equals to negative half x minus 8 minus 3 square plus a. Alright, then I got the final equation. Alright, this is how we form the equation by using the complete square methods. Alright, so the vector consists the magnitude and direction. I think we can always sum all the vector, but sometimes my teacher say we need to minus when the different direction. Yeah, you need to minus when it's in different direction. But for the question just now, we do not know their different direction, isn't it? Are we knowing they are from the opposite direction? Because supposedly, the resultant vector is basically all the vector plus together, right? This vector plus this vector plus this vector. This is what we understand about the resultant vector. So resultant vector, we kind of need to use all the vector to plus together. So right now, if you, okay, my answer is because we can move around, right? It can be in any direction. Just we wondering, is it possible to add all vector together to actually get the final resultant vector or not? So you done the Terengganu paper. I think I discussed the Terengganu paper for my masterclass student. Yeah, so I'm not going to discuss about Terengganu anymore. Is A has the meaning of the gradient? No, for quadratic, right? A is nothing to do about the gradient. But for the quadratic, like the A just now actually represents by it will decide your graph is U shape or N shape. Depend is A is positive or A is negative only. Alright, so yeah, just now I have a student keep asking about question 13. So let's have a look at question 13, see what's wrong here. I'm not sure if the student is still here or not. Yeah, you better let me know what's wrong with question 13. But I think the question 13 is about the mistake just now, right? So for question 23, should we draw the graph to show the area? You can. Yeah, you if you want to draw, you can go ahead and draw that. But because I know straight away, so yeah, you kind of can draw here. Then this one will give you negative 6 and negative 2, and then you just draw this thing. Is drawing a necessary? I think just draw for SPM lah. So y over 10. Question 13, y over 10. Because the denominator is 10. After you multiply is 10, then I just over 10. Okay, one by one. Question 17b. No, question number 3, there's A is 12Q, but the answer is 12Q, but sir write 12 over Q. Really? The answer is 12Q for number 3? Let me check. No, the answer is 12 over Q. You need to double check your marking scheme. Yeah, if I reach 100K, I definitely can do some Q&A. Maybe I can announce soon. Because I think 500 I will get in next 2 weeks. Before your SPM, definitely. Okay, so yeah, this one over 10 is just multiply and you will get over 10. And you do not know like why each of the probability is 1 over 10, isn't it? You just use the 4 over 5 divided by 8. Because you have 8 of them, right? Then you get 1 over 10. Okay, then I go to 17b. Where's my 17? 19. Okay, 17b. Oh, this is a very tiring question. Okay. The first thing is you need to know the formula for tangent 2 alpha. It's a double angle formula. So the double angle formula, right? You just check at your formula list. You should have something like this. Tangent 2 alpha over 1 minus tangent square alpha. This is the formula given. So what you want to do right now is you need to find the tangent alpha, because for saw car to we know tangent is opposite over adjacent. So your opposite is what? Is negative square root 1 minus t square. Your adjacent is t. Okay, this is your tangent alpha, but I want to find the tangent square alpha as well, because I want to sub into the formula. So this one will be square root. Square. Why square root? Square the whole thing. Yeah, because tangent square alpha is same meaning with tangent alpha square. Alright, so this is the reason why square and square root I can cancel it out. So I will get 1 minus t square. But I need to square bottom as well, so I got t square. So after you got both of these, for tangent alpha, you sub into the tangent alpha. For tangent square alpha, you sub into tangent square alpha. And then you need to solve the fraction. Okay, this one you kind of need to solve yourself, but I can tell you it's a over b over c over d. Yeah, there's few ways. One way is I know c need to multiply b, d need to multiply a. So one of the faster way is I will say this is ad over bc. Okay, but if you cannot understand this, you can do a over b divided by c over d. Then a over b multiply d over c, because divide you need to flip over, isn't it? So therefore you still getting back ad bc. Okay, this is a lot of fraction thing you kind of need to understand, then you solve it. Okay, so but there are only 9 division in question 13. Yeah, the rest will be 8 over 10, right? You just calculate carefully, please. Am I calculate wrongly? No, right? Question 13 here. Okay, let's calculate together. We need to take out the a, because a is 1 over 5. Then see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the reason why we divided by 8. Okay? Alright, any more question want to ask? 400 more. Yeah, it's a good news for me. So can you make a video on finding the center of rotation for modern math? I have a hard time finding them. I think I have about two or three videos to teach you how to find a rotation point. You just go to my channel and search about rotation, and then I do teach you how to find. Okay, but I can just like explain very fast here. So you need to form 2 perpendicular bisector lines. So let's say you connecting image to object, then you find the first perpendicular bisector line, and then you're connecting another object to image, and then you find one more perpendicular bisector line. So two perpendicular bisector lines going to intersect at the center point. But this method can only work when you rotate 90 degrees. No matter clockwise or anti-clockwise, yeah, you can use this method. So why might do more questions, but my many questions I can't do? I don't understand your sentence. I mean, how to do more questions when you have a lot of questions you can't do? Yeah, you're trying to understand the question now, but if you cannot understand the question and you cannot understand the answer, then you need to find some easiest one. So if you are really weak in MF, my tips for you is go to do SPM past year. Because SPM past year is a lot easier than the trial paper. Yeah, you can use a transparent paper also. Yeah, next week I will do the Penang paper 2 for 2020. Alright, so most likely they have the format do your best. Yeah, so I think this year will have some format. I think first thing is for this year SPM you should expect you should have a lot of question 1 to in term of P, in term of M, in term of R. So yeah, same like last year. So the kind of you need to expect this year you have a lot of answer. It's not number but in term of some alphabets. Second, I think this year will have a lot of show and prove question. Yeah, or explain why. You should predict from my prediction because from these 2 years, I see from most of the state paper, they have a lot of questions, ask you to explain why, ask you to show, ask you to prove. So yeah, so I would expect this year SPM will have something like this lah. Ask you to explain why, maybe it's only 1 mark or 2 mark to test how much you understand, or ask you to prove and show in terms of some PQRS. Yeah. So yeah, so whenever you see some similar question like this, make sure you try your best to understand the concept. But like what I say, as long as you can do, normally you can easily get about 60 or 70 mark, which is already A. But you aim for A1, then maybe you need to understand some K-bar questions. Yeah, if you only aim A, you just make sure you can do some simple questions. Not simple question, average question. Then you should be able to get A. Alright, so I will do a Q&A if I reach 100k subscriber. And yeah, thanks for your time. I think we have about 100 students still with me until right now. It's not easy because this live streaming like more than 2 hours. Yeah, thanks for your time. And I'm starving and I still haven't had my dinner. Right now I need to go to have my dinner. So I will see my masterclass student tomorrow for modern math, and Saturday for MF. We definitely will discuss some new paper as well. For my public student, I mean my subscriber, all my subscribers, I will see you guys on next Thursday 8 p.m. to discuss the Penang paper 2. So thanks for your time and all the best to you, and yeah, enjoy your weekend. And please, if you're an SPM student, you shouldn't enjoy right now lah. I mean, enjoy your weekend by doing a lot of practice from other paper, other subject as well. So yeah, do your best. So, and definitely right now, you know the pandemic number is like, COVID number is like quite high, 4 to 5,000 each day. So make sure you stay safe and yeah, wash your hand always. But if you stay at home, should be fine. Try to not going out unless it's a must. If you have any problem, yeah, you can go to Discord there. Discord, I have few helpers which are very useful. They're trying to answer most of the student questions. And yeah, you can ask in my Facebook group, y equals to mx+c. What's in Discord? Discord is something like Messenger, but then you can talk over there. Yeah, you need to install the Discord, or you can straight away go to the Discord channel. I can share my Discord channel here one more time. Yeah, this is the Discord link here. I'm not sure why it doesn't let me to paste my link here. Yeah, you can browse on PC, or you have the phone, you can just install the Discord apps. Yeah, because I I know about Discord is because I play games. Yeah, so when I play the game, I always use the Discord to chat with my friend. Yeah, so we can chat through online. But yeah, I'm the first time to try to use the Discord for education purpose. But I find it quite helpful for most of the students. I actually create some group. So if you want to discuss with your friend, yeah, you can just go to the group and just like talk. Yeah, and then yeah, Discord also can have the video call. So anyways, I will see you guys around on my YouTube channel. Please help me to share. Ask your junior, your friend, or your teacher come to like my channel. I need 400 more to reach 100k. So anyways, thanks for your time. Yeah, I like my chair, but it's I think if you ask my opinion, I think this chair is a bit overpriced because it's very expensive. In Malaysia, I mean from China, we have few brand I think similar quality, but it's a lot cheaper, even half of the price only. So yeah, I will see you guys around. Bye bye.